All right, back here live for day 18. Gonna draw the embarrassing night out tonight. Let's check in on the Draw or Die Club. By the way, if you don't know what the Draw or Die Club is, it's our little channel here, our little company that help keep you encouraged as an artist out there. We've got some merch to motivate you and weekly newsletter. Sign up at the newsletter block up there. Weekly and daily newsletters. You can become a subscriber to support the channel over there. All the brushes I'm going to draw with tonight in Procreate are available on my website right there. And that's a little bit look of what the newsletter actually looks like. So we're on week 48 of the newsletter now. Pretty incredible. All right, so the Draw or Die Club members out there doing the drawing challenge and just drawing in general, use hashtag Draw or Die Club. We're up over 5,600 drawings now. That's awesome. So tonight, it is embarrassing night out. I see a lot of artists catching up on these prompts. Here's a universe in a cup from JP. It's awesome. I like to look and see real quick what other people are up to. Here's our friend Joe Dunn. Embarrassing night out. He lost his pants. That is indeed embarrassing. Here's GL Gary. Draw stuff. Embarrassing night out. Had his fly down the whole night. Yep. We've all been there. Oh, this looks like a sad. That you've been stood up. Oh, this guy's been stood up. Oh. Hey, Fossil Girl. Thanks for joining. Looking through some of these. Hero Hotel. That's from day 10 art challenge. All right, cool. Let's see here. Oh, looks like someone's drunk with their fly down. That should have been the twist for today for the drawing club. Let's see. All right. Well, what I'm going to do is the twist for today was some bad dancing. So I've sketched out a little bit of bad dancing happening. So I'm just going to kind of work on this a little bit. I kind of like this one right here. This is pretty embarrassing. And then like the date will be like looking embarrassed over to the side. I think that's kind of what I'm going for tonight. Let me check my channel stream thing here real quick before I get into this. All right. Let's see. Great. All right, so I can monitor this on the side here. Forgive the mess behind me. I've got quite a table full of junk here. I'm cleaning out the closet. My wife is going to help me organize a better situation in my office here. So I had to stack that crap up back there earlier today. All right. All right. I think I'm going to stick with this guy. I just kind of like that motion. I was already doing some I'm just going to do a couple more just for the sake of it. So like some bad dance moves. Maybe he's got like the I don't know what goes on with this hand. Something like that. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, there's some bad dance moves here. Guy taking his tie off her shirt or something, spinning it. Try to draw the Carlton here. I don't know if I was. Maybe it's like the Carlton's a little more looking directly at you. So just trying to capture the gestures of bad dancing, but this one's really nailing it. So I think I'm gonna go with this one. As a matter of fact, I'm just gonna go ahead and grab these out of here and go cut, paste, blow them up. I think this lady will be in the foreground. Yeah. And this guy will be in the background. A little bit. Just lift it all up a little bit. Okay. Hey, Dustin, Gary, thanks for watching the stream. I'm gonna flip my. Oh, there we go. Now I'm right side, the right way I'm supposed to be. All right. So I got my layout here. It's going to be kind of this lady here. She's the date. And she's kind of embarrassed. Kind of embarrassed going on. Stick to it. Uh-oh, my drawing table is wobbly. All right, there we go. Kind of just her hand out here will be looking very like, oh no. What's going on with my eraser? All right. There we go. Kind of wanted to be looking a little like, like grimacing a little bit. Chance to work on some expressions a little bit. She's like, oh my God. Hi, Stacy. Thanks for watching. Drawing the embarrassing night out drawing prompt tonight. So, got a guy doing some bad dancing back here. Or her husband's had too much to drink, who knows? Yeah, I was working on getting my office cleaned out a little bit. I'm gonna probably do a video. I took some video of the before of the closet. Alicia was like, "Hey, you should record how bad it is," and I'm like, "Oh, I don't want to show anybody this." And it's like, "No, it'll look cool once I'm done." So, kind of want to have a station in there for some art supplies and easier access to things and some shipping. Right now, the shipping situation is kind of just not ideal. I like to have it very organized in there. So, let's see how that goes. Hopefully by Monday it should all be done. I'm gonna put a new closet organizer in there. And, you know, it's one little trick I do. I can just put a little line under the eye, like, that expression kind of carries a little bit of embarrassment. All right. Uh-oh. What was that? I don't know. Something fell back there. Okay. Probably throw some color in this one too tonight, just because. Keep the shapes people simple. This little person back here is going to be like pointing, like. Oh my God, is that your husband? I thought you said maybe he's like. I thought you said your husband doesn't dance. Right. Those fingers look weird. All right, I'm gonna fix that. Fix that a little bit. Just kind of winging it with the cartooning here a little bit. All right. Embarrassing night out. Kind of a chance to work on some expressions here, like he's like, oh, move his head over a little bit. Now that I've done that, switch that out and just kind of pump him over a little bit. Um, he needs to be talking to somebody, so there will be light coming from the dance floor. I think we're going to do some like, spotlight dancing, back there. Do some sparkles. Uh-oh. Oh, let's see. Did my iPad freeze? I think it did. All right, this has been happening. Let's fix this real quick. Oh. All right, let me fix this iPad situation real quick. Glad I looked up. All right. New movie recording. Let's go in here. Come on. Nope. Oh, 1 minute. This happens. Quick time. Completely. Oh no. We'll get it back. We'll get it back here right now. Maybe. It's coming. I used the QuickTime and a little hack to kind of feed this into the stream, and sometimes it freezes. All right, there we go. Now we're back. There we go. Thank you for your patience. Technical difficulties. So I want to take him and kind of. It's the nice thing about digital art is I can kind of keep people a little in proportion to where they should be. What I'm trying to do here is keep their eye line, keep their eye line straight. So I'll probably, that's about right. So he might just have to adjust in the background there, but animate his head. Night at the Roxbury style. Right. Right. Yeah. It does kind of look like Bill Hader a little bit from SNL. I don't think that was before his time, right? I don't know. Yeah. Just going with like. She's like, oh my God, look at that. Yeah. Will Ferrell, Jim Carrey, and Chris Kattan. Yeah. I guess he's a little Chris Kattan looking, yeah. All right. She's like, oh my God, you're right. Get in there and do that kind of fast. She's a little small over there, and just kind of adjust the proportion a little bit. This lady can have some kind of floofy dress. All that can be blacked out pretty much. Right. Hello, 123 12321 Studio. I recognize your logo from Instagram. Thanks for watching. This is the embarrassing night out prompt. Let's get rid of that eyeline thing. Right. So we got a date, a wife, someone on her out on the town, and her date or her husband or something is really drunk and dancing back there. So that's the situation that's happening right now. So now we get to have fun with this. Kind of using some cartooning, I guess. Not really, just a different style that I'm used to doing, but makes it for fun. Spot illustration look, something like that. Dryer sheet still stuck to his shoe. Yeah, we could do that. Sassy man. I want him to be saying something. It's got to be really embarrassing, like to the moon, Donna, or something. I don't know. I feel embarrassed for this lady. Get with the throw some inks on this. Kind of just skipping. There's your dryer sheet or toilet paper or something. Got a messed up haircut. I kind of know what he's going to be saying now, so I could hear what he's singing while he's. I'll let that be a surprise in a minute. Can ink that stuff in. Now we can make him a little bit bigger. Just a little bit. Again, as long as that perspective trick is like if you keep them all their line, the eye line all kind of added up, they can be in different positions in like a 1 point perspective. So kind of works. She's like slowly trying to walk away from this dude. Like, ooh. Right. All right, let's ink this. Because I think the rest of the magic's going to happen in the inks and the colors here. It's a close look at the pencils. Right. Good. Staying alive. Wait, what you drawing? Tonight it is, the drawing prompt was Day 18, Embarrassing Night Out, from Kendra JJ17 on Instagram. Embarrassing Night Out. So the concept here is we got a lady, this might be her husband, maybe not. on the dance floor. Maybe he's had a little bit too much to drink. He's going to be saying some stuff right there. These people are saying, like, is that Steve from accounting? Or is that Donna's husband? So, great. I kind of want to make sure. Oh, there I am noodling again. All right, we're going to fade these guys out. Just go ahead and get rid of the under sketch. And then we'll just get to some inking. It's been fun to work in like different styles, you know, for some of these, since this one's a little more cartoony. I could have just cheaped out and just drew the guy and some silhouettes and stuff, but you know, we're not going to do that. We're gonna throw a little bit of something on this. Speaking. Yeah, you guys can all just imagine what he's saying. I kind of know what he's saying, I think, and it's going to be funny at the end here. So, well, maybe I'll change my mind. So, if you want to put your suggestions in there, you can. You can throw emojis in; they'll pile up top there. All right. Should scoot over. I got my camera a little off center tonight, but not that it matters. The belly button's important. It's an important feature there. I was talking to my wife and I was saying, I forget what we were talking about, but something about it. I was like, I don't run. She's like, you could run. I'm like, no, I don't run. I'll walk and exercise, you know, but the last time I went running, I really jacked up my back, and I don't know, it's just not good for my joints. She's like, that's an excuse. Well, anyways, I said, I don't run, I don't dance, I don't sing. And she goes, you can dance. And I'm like, no. She's seen me dance before. I got to be really, really drunk or something to dance. So it's very, you know, not my speed. Not good at that. So I don't have any fun. You know, I think if you're having fun, people are like, I like dancing. It's fun. Not for me. It's not even that I'm self-conscious or anything. It's just I'm like, this is dumb. What I'm doing with my body right now. It just doesn't feel like me. That makes sense. So, can you imagine me breaking out and dancing? No. Running through the neighborhood? No. I only run if something's chasing me. That's what I say all the time. Yeah. So I pulled my hamstring. He's not even dancing. He's just like, help me. My hip's out of place. Cutting some corners here, but you get the idea. Yeah, definitely not a dancer. Although when I was a kid in the 80s, when breakdancing was a crazy fad, 1980 whatever, I don't know, I was a little kid. All the kids were taking breakdancing lessons. And I did indeed take a dancing class in Connellsville, Pennsylvania. Learned how to do the worm, some robot stuff. But I was like 7. Not a. It's a, it's a funny story to tell now, but it's exciting back then. But it's like we gotta all learn how to break dance. No, though I am very. I got some friends that can. I like to watch other people dance. I guess it's fun to watch other people dance. Sometimes, like friends or whatever. I got friends that can do like the crazy robot stuff. What's that called? The type of dancing, pop lock, something like that. I don't know. Brer Rabbit, Stephen Brackett from the Flowbots, man. He can bust loose. Very cool to watch that kind of stuff. But me do it? No. It's just never going to happen. I think there were maybe few and far between roller derby after parties that I might have got had a little to drink and was like, all right, I'm going to go. Let's do this. Also, I would say that I was like a child of the 90s and growing up and like did a lot of rock concerts, like so my kind of dancing was just not pleasant kind of energy at the mosh pits and stuff. You know, that was my kind of dancing, moshing around, throwing people around. Yep. I don't even really care if the anatomy's off a little bit or people are extended. I don't care. I'm not going to worry about it. She's going to be wearing like a. She's facing away from the light, so you can get away with some cheating there. She has a very long neck. Let's not worry about it, guys. Let's not worry about that. I am worried about it now, so I'm gonna adjust this just enough. That's better. All right. Yeah, day, what is it? Day 18 of the 28 day, 10 days to go. It's crazy. What am I going to do after this? I don't know. I do know what I'm doing after this, so it's going to be an exciting March. My wife and I are going to take a couple days, like a Thursday and a Friday, and we're going to Kentucky. She's doing a barrel pick for whiskey stuff. And I'm going to tour the Michter's plant or the Michter's distillery, maybe. But we like Kentucky. It's, I don't know. Maybe it's not that I don't even like Kentucky as much as I like little road trips with my wife. So, I like getting out of here a little bit. We used to do a lot more traveling around before the world ended and restarted. But last time we went to Kentucky, we went down to just kind of like on our way back from Tennessee. We stopped in Kentucky and we were like, cool. Mammoth Cave is over here. Let's go check that out. We like to go to national parks when we can. And but this time it's a whiskey journey. I forget where they're doing their barrel pick, but it's like the Pittsburgh Whiskey Friends have a. She's in that group because she used to make whiskey, and so she's doing a. They go down, they pull their money, and they do this special barrels or something like that. It's interesting. Yeah, Roger. Roger said when he does his Jovembers or the D&D Tobers, sometimes you get stuck and you got to do a makeup. Yeah, I mean, I had a couple days where I messed up right at the beginning with this thing. It wasn't about like a contest or anything. It was like I think I messed up on Groundhog Day because I had the podcast scheduled with Chubblegum, and I'm like, wait a minute, am I going to do 2 hours? I'm going to do a podcast and draw this thing, and I'm like, this ain't going to work. So the next day, I just kind of showed the drawing, and then yeah, Thursday, all week we were like, let's go out to dinner. So we went out to dinner. I talked about that last night. So I said, you know what, no stream on Thursday. So sometimes you just gotta steal that time back. We don't do that often. We're kind of workaholics around this biatch. So we gotta kind of take some time for ourselves when we can. Just remember to trying to do better with that all around. Yeah, last night I drew two things, you know, to catch up. Right. Groundhog Day. Somebody else was asking me like, so let's see if we have some skulls in there. All right. They made these emojis bigger in this emoji rain. Let's make them fall. I think if I hide the screen, some of them will stay and they fall into a pit. There we go. So if you put emojis in, it should do that. Something fun to watch. Um, all right, yeah, that'll be fun. Still got 2 people to ink over here, guys. Like, geez, what am I doing? I could have just got away with just this as the drawing. But I feel like this was in my mind. Like, is that Daryl? Is that Karen's husband? So we're just gonna do it too. And then we'll do a real quick coloring of this. I'm gonna use my gouache brush that I like, and you know, remember the last time I did stuff like this, I had a guy that was like, oh, some people were like, can you draw something for me? It'll only take you like an hour. It takes you like an hour to do those streams. And I'm like, um, I would never, I would spend a lot more time if this was for like a client or something. But they think like, oh, just $20. Let's go. But it's pretty rare that I do like work for other people right now. I just don't. Unless it's through work, you know, occasionally I'll draw some things, but lately I just want to, draw what I want to draw. And I've got my own little side projects going on. Show them off when they're ready. And I did a children's book last fall that was kind of the right fit for people that asked me to do it. And yeah, I'm not really here looking for work. I just enjoy doing it. So it's kind of what tomorrow's newsletter is about, by the way. If you're not on the Jar Die newsletter, I hope that most of you are. If not, it's at this address right here, Jar Die Club. You can let's shut off that. I'm gonna shut off that URL maybe. Well, the link's in the description too. But tomorrow's newsletter is about that. Success, defining success, or letting the world define success for you. His finger's really long, guys. I'm gonna fix this too. That's better. But yeah, how it was an interesting conversation I had with my friend Lennon the other day on Thursday, and just got me thinking in that mode of like, I was talking about stigmas, and he's like, what do you mean by that? And I was like, well, when you're working as an artist, you'll have people in your life. It's very rare that artists have people in their life that are supportive, like around them. Maybe family, maybe if you're lucky. But usually the strangers that hear that you're drawing art will say like, oh, that's cute. Or are you working for Marvel or whatever? Right? Are you working for some big thing, or how much money do you make at that? There's no money to be made at that. But so they just discount you right away for what you're doing creatively. Any creative business, really, bands, whatever, man. So, and I said, oh man, I don't even think about it anymore. I just kind of, but it's artists need to hear that from me and others. That you just got to break that stigma and just do what you want. Screw those people. Get those people out of your life too. If they're not being supportive of your passions. Something else. That's just something else I observed early on. Was a lot of my friends that I thought were friends, people that I called friends at that time, they didn't really want to see you successful because they had their crappy jobs, and they were miserable, and they were like, wait, you're going to be happy? No, they want to see you fail which is like, those aren't the right friends. You got to get better friends. Fossil says, heard nothing but negativity early on, and that's why I'm a bit late to the game. Sure, not too late to the game. As long as we breathe, there's still time to do stuff. And I really felt like there was, besides one-on-one conversations at conventions and like through emails or just having some Zoom calls, there was really a lack of support out there for like, or just a voice saying like, guys, like, do what you want to do and encourage each other and support each other and stuff like that. I hope that rubs off on everybody else. Because there's so many artists out there that, need to hear it. So when someone's like, why are you trying to be on YouTube, or you trying to be a YouTuber now? I hear that. I've heard that. It just makes me go, same kind of people. No, DJ's not trying to be a YouTuber. Just this happens to be a very good way to reach more people with that message. And by the way, like, your haters, what are they doing? What are they doing in their life? Nothing. Got nothing. Losers. Haters gonna hate. They hate us because they ain't us. So it's better to just kind of, yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to spoil tomorrow's newsletter, but the idea of redefining what success means for you and not what the world thinks that it should be. And I think that it's more of a feeling than it is anything. But hey, you could choose to spend your Saturday night doing anything, and that you're here watching me hanging out doing this, and hopefully you're drawing. Uh, that's awesome. Spend your time well. Feed your mind good stuff if you can. If you can. I'm gonna fly through this here. I wish I had time to do more stuff, but gotta just kind of commit to something. I committed to doing this as much as I can this month. Only messed up a couple days, but it's better than sitting and doing nothing. Jesus, that would drive me crazy. Sometimes it's all right to have a little time to like sit and veg out and watch TV or something. That's okay. But if you do that for days and weeks, you're going to start feeling miserable, and you're going to be like, I don't know why I feel so miserable. I feel like something's missing. You're going to be making the music or drawing or whatever. You're going to be creating. Humans are creators. So be creating something. Baking. I don't know. Whatever it is. That's why over at the job I've been at for 10 years, this merchandise company, print on demand. And I once went to this conference, and I had a shirt on that said "Quit your day job." It was like a campaign I came up with because it was basically telling people like, "Hey, listen." It was eye catching for one. It was a good shirt that said "Quit your day job," and people were like, all these sales guys at this conference were like, "Wow, quit your day job." Wow, wow, wow. How am I supposed to do that? Selling T-shirts? And I'm like, well, actually, I do know some people that's what they do full time. They make what they love, and then they make money off their pillars and their stuff, and and there's always a skepticism when the the regular folk out there hear that, because somewhere deep down inside they didn't want to be that sales guy at a convention. You know what I mean? They had some sort of passion that they wished that they could have been doing, but since they didn't get to do it, they believe that no one can, or that they're talentless or something, which is bogus. I remember this one guy in particular, and I never wore that shirt to a convention again because I did so many conversations. People, what's that mean? Tell me how I can quit my day job. And I would just go right into it. I was in mode. I was in the high pitching mode. I'm like, fine. So there's this guy. He's a smarmy sales kid. He's like, whatever. I make so much money at my job. Why would I quit my job? Show me. Tell me. And I'm like, all right, tell me. I was like, I used to have this question. I'd be like, hey, what's the thing? It's kind of the pillars thing that I talk about too, but I've developed it more into that pillars thing. And he's like, so I'm like, what's something you have to have a passion? Like, what do you like to do when you're not working? What would you do if you didn't have to work today? Oh, I'd be on my boat, like a yacht, of course. This guy was from Boston too, so he's like a yacht kid. We, um, and I'm like, okay, cool. And then his friends are kind of gathered around now, his little sales friends, and they're like listening. And I'm like, okay, so I don't know anything about boating, sir, but you must know things about that. Um, and he was like, yeah. I'm like, so there's inside terminology. There's what do you buy stuff for that? Like, yeah, I buy little things. And I'm like, okay, so cool. You could make a blog or something about that topic. Or, I mentioned a YouTube channel. I was like, there's people that just YouTube channel that. They tell the story of their life, and there's people that travel and do it. He's like, really? And I'm like, yeah, yeah. And so, yeah, merch is one of those things that they sell, and it's attached to their website. Oh. And then I would always see the look on their face. The look on their face would change, like a light bulb would go off, like, huh, like that's a real thing, huh? And then I'd see them making notes mentally. Um, and then the other guy, he was a little older guy, and he was at this after party at the Hard Rock Cafe. The convention had rented out the whole Hard Rock Cafe, and he was like, oh, we're at the food line. And he did the same thing, but he was nice. He was like, quit your day job. What does that mean? And I'm like, well, it could mean that, like, metaphorically, what are you doing at night? You've quit your day job for the day. What are you working on at night? What's your side hustle, sort of thing? And he goes, "Huh, okay, okay." And then he laughed, and he's like, "I do have something that I do." And I'm like, "Tell me about it." And the dude says, and he had no idea. And Joe, if you're listening to this, you'll know, because you'll know exactly. This guy would take old TVs, and he would take a picture from a classic television show and put it inside of a screen, and then have it lit up so that it would like flicker. So he would repurpose broken old TVs into like these cool little art pieces for people's houses or garages and things. And he showed me these photos on his phone, and I was like, "Dude, those are awesome." And he's like, "Yeah, I thought about retiring and just going around and doing this, but I don't know if I can make any money at it." I was like, "Oh my god!" I was like, "There's," I was like, "Do you know about comic conventions and pop culture conventions?" I was like, "Dude, if you went there with a TV that had the Munsters on the screen or some kind of thing that was at that show," and I actually thought of Joe, because Joe makes some cool like pop culture cutout things, shadow boxes, and like awesome stuff. And I was thinking, oh my god, like there's always people at Steel City Con and these conventions with like unique craft items, and I could just see this guy's booth in my head. These little retro TVs going for $250 a pop. Like people would buy that stuff if it looked cool. You had them lit up and stuff like that. All right, cool. So we got our little scene here. I'm gonna go ahead and do some flatting. We'll call it real quick flatting. Um, and the guy was like inspired. He was like, "Wow, I didn't know that I could actually. How many of these shows exist?" Is what he said. And I'm like, "They're all over the country, man. This is pre-pandemic, but I'm like, oh my god, in my area, I've got like 5 that happen all year round." He was like, "Really? People would buy that stuff?" And I'm like, I showed him this record guy. There was a guy, I don't know if he's still at those shows, but I was next to him one year, and he takes old vinyl records and cuts them using like a Glowforge or something, and he cuts them into the shape of Batman clocks and things. And I sat next to that guy, and he was selling. It was like the first year he was there or whatever. He was selling mad clocks, vinyl clocks and stuff, because it was unique at the time. Not everybody was doing it. Usually that's what happens at those shows, is like you're the one guy doing it, and then you come back the next year, there's another guy, and then now there's 5 guys doing the same shit. You got to find a new twist. But but he was like, "Really?" I pulled that guy's website up and said, "Yeah, he's got a Glowforge. He cuts these vinyl records out. He goes and gets the records for God, nothing, at thrift stores and stuff." There's a lady that makes bowls out of vinyl records, melts them. It's interesting crafts thing. So, but I thought, man, those little retro TVs with like your favorite TV show on it, it hits nostalgia. And then you're at these pop culture cons, and I would say like people come to, I've explained, the audience is there for like the A Team or something, like the cast of the A Team's there. People are coming to spend autograph money, dude. And I'm telling them, like, sometimes these autographs are cheap and sometimes they're very expensive depending on the person. So those people either have money or they're, to spend because they're fans, and that's their jam, you know. And he was like, "Really? This is amazing." And I'm like, "Yep." So that's what it means to quit your day job. Not necessarily walking out throwing all your stuff at your boss. I'm talking about, what do you do after your 5 p.m.? What do you do in the evening? What do you do on the weekends? What would you do all day if you didn't have to hustle? For me, that's drawing, that's advertising, marketing, storytelling. Even just being here on this YouTube channel, I've learned was talking to my wife this morning about this. Like, to me, I just, when I started these videos up on here, I was like, I want to learn Final Cut. I don't want to use iMovie or whatever anymore. I was like, I want to use a real program. So I want to teach myself Final Cut. So that's the first few videos that I put out for the Jar Die, they take a while because I was learning the program. But now I know it enough that I'm like, oh, okay, I think I could speed up this process now. Same thing with live streaming. I never thought I'd be live streaming, and I just wanted it to be quick, like some quick setup and nothing fancy. Um, and what would I say? You know, how would I keep it interesting or whatever? And I'm like, I'm just going to talk while I'm drawing, because usually when you're drawing, you're having thoughts anyways. So if I could just let the thoughts come out, as long as they're decent thoughts, and slows me down a little bit. If I was not talking to everybody and thinking about this stuff, I'd probably be going way faster right now too. Um, but we're an hour into this stream. I'll probably be another 25 minutes or so, maybe another half hour before I get some colors on this. Once I have these guys penciled in. Right. This part's kind of slow, but after I get them isolated, I can then use my gouache brush and kind of come in here and have some fun with color. And I used to hate coloring too. I was like, I'm just not good at this. I'm slow. It's like the slowest part for me with comics. But the more I did it, the more I actually look forward to it, or the more I go like, well, wait, why am I even inking this line, or why am I even putting this in when this part's going to be color? I'll just do it in the color stage. Like even some of the background of this, but like I didn't figure out the dance floor yet because it's going to be all lit up. Use my color brushes for that action. Okay, almost there. Okay. Kind of know what he's going to say, but you gotta wait till the end. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's some people watching. There's 8 people watching total right now. Some people just watch and turn it on and do it while they're working. Then I'm chatting. Mm-mm. All right, so now we're going to get into go to the background and going to hit this up with some purple. Base. And some of this blue. Oops, what did I do? Some yellow. Turn that all the way around to get a nice swoosh. Oops. Now I'm kind of going over that. Right. Yeah, live streaming is fun. I don't really, doesn't really, usually there's, I don't know, anywhere between 9, 15 people watching this one live, which is pretty decent. And then people actually watch the live streams, skip through them and see the process and stuff. So, you know. It's okay. Sometimes I try to pretend like there's no one even there. So if I'm doing like a deep work stream or something where it's just me working on something, I won't even look at the chat. But I try to glance up when you guys are here. See if there's any questions and talk. Gives me something to talk about too. Answering questions and such. Oops, nope. How do I do that? Some of those dots there. Purple. Then usually with my gouache brush, it's pretty nice. I could just, hit up some of I isolate those bodies so that I can just stay within it. And now I can just hit this up. We can jump around too, since I know she's going to be some peach here. Paint that in. All right, we'll stick to him real quick. Let's give him some ginger hair. I'll change back to my right. I do have a Kirby Crackle brush that I could use on this too if I wanted to. Maybe at the end. Get in here and add some real quick shadow stuff. Stick with that. Can't see what I just did there. I just did a little, little details that no one will ever see. And it's all right. Second tone on this shirt. Just got to remember the light's coming from above, so a little bit of the wrinkles. Got that. White tie. All right. Let's do it. Perfect. A little pink here. Where is... Come on, come on. You know, sometimes I'll do the three tones. Base, the highlight, the shadow. Just for a nice little animated quickness. I kind of think it's okay if he has gray slacks. So let's leave that to the base. Although his shoes, you know, usually the belt has to match the belt, the tie, and the shoes, right? So I'll give him some white shoes. Maybe he'll have like these, like, I don't know what kind of shoes these are. Whatever. He's going for it. Purple pants. Let's try purple pants. Why not? Oh. See what happens. Yeah, I think so. Great. That's really weird, but it's embarrassing, you know? So that's what this is. This is the prompt for today, the embarrassing night out for this poor lady. give one little highlight color for his pants. Right? Okay. Right. You know, my wife's like, you don't have to throw color on all these. And I'm like, all right. You're right. I don't. I won't. I won't tonight. I'm just going to drop. No, I did pencils only yesterday. So we're doing it full on tonight. No reason. Just because. We're just gonna make it happen. Now, those people I could probably not color all the way. I could probably get away with doing some yeah. I will skip out on those people. They're just kind of in the darkness off to the side, you know. We'll add some two tones on there. She's gonna have like dirty blonde hair. Okay. Nope. Nope. Messed that up. All right, great. We'll get there. We'll get there. All right. Just a little bit of makeup. Leave her alone. A little bit. Do a highlight for the lights. Here. And then red dress. Around like that. James. James says it's superb. It's totally him when the DJ plays Unholy. Like I mean, that would be an embarrassing night out, right? Steve let loose. Donna's like, what the fuck? I'm not going to mess with this too much more here. Just that her hand looks dirty. I should have, like I said, if this were for actual spot illustration or something, I would spend a lot more time, probably another hour or so, messing with this. it's not. It's just for this. Just for the stream. Doing it for the stream. Keeping myself sharp. You know. So many of you are way better artists than I am. It's true. But what's that Venn diagram? There's like you're either good and fast or fast and cheap. I don't know. Something like that. I always used to pride myself on being pretty good and pretty fast. You know, I could get something done quickly. Let's take care of those lines on the floor. Changing the white. Change that up. Just want to do a little messing around here real quick, just because. If the light was coming right down on it, it wouldn't be, but whatever. Gives it a little more depth there. And then these folks, I will switch to my watercolor brush. I'm just going to go ahead and pull this gray. Open up a highlight color. Change the size of this brush to about like that. That'll do. Pretty. Let's do some quick highlights and quick shadows. These people kind of standing off to the side anyways. Grab that, grab a darker color of this. I want it to be a little blue though. Just a little bit. Should have did that first, but there are no rules here. There are no rules. It's something else that's in the newsletter tomorrow, Sunday at noon. Talk about the rules that people make. Artists are supposed to break the rules, so you know. Some white in their eyes, just because. Just enough to set it off. Right? You want to look at his hand. He's pointing. Maybe the shoe. Nah, the shoe's not necessary. Right, a little bit of the leg. A little bit of hers. Shoulder. Earring. More on her eyes. Expression here. So now they look like they're just kind of in the darkness in the back. Donna's here. She's kind of like. Donna's a bit, you know. There you go. Gary says, good, fast, and cheap. You can only pick two. So I would say I'm good and fast. I'm not cheap. All right. Um, yeah, good, fast, and cheap. Yeah. I don't know what's in the martini glass, James, but it's just made up drink. All right, so now we're gonna get into what he's saying. All right, ready? Let's do this. Pop another layer up on here. This has been going through my head. I know you guys have said different things, but this has been in my head since I've been drawing this and making me smile. Hold on, I'm gonna use a different brush here for this. I think I'm gonna use one of these cool broad smooth. It does a little bit of cool stuff. These brushes here. Oh, that's too thick. All right, using this lettering brush. I don't know if that's gonna be dark. Yeah, it will be. It'll work. I like the effect that it does. I like that. I'm gonna say right. You're beautiful like diamonds in the sky. Ooh, that's too thick. All right. I mean, that's pretty embarrassing, right? If that's your date, I think so. And then we're gonna do this over here, like, all right. See, that's funny. That makes me smile. And then we'll do. Although I did mess up and just put that all on one layer, but that's all right. It's just who cares? Jane, get the car. And I'll just draw these in with my regular lettering. I'm not going to use a font. Let's just do my lettering. That. I'll make this a little bit bigger. That. Jane's husband. She's like, OMG. OMG. TJC. So there it is. That's the embarrassing night out. Yeah, you're right. It does say your. All right, guy. We'll fix it before it goes to the gram. It's all right. I mean, I'm gonna change the brush size. Oh boy, it's a different color. There you go. There you go. All better. Yeah. Not bad for, an hour, 40 minutes, right? I could noodle around with it some more, but I won't. We're going to call it a night. Got other stuff to go do. 9:43 here. Oh no. I spelled diamonds wrong too. All right, guys. I'm going to fix that. All right, how do we do that? All right. Could do some surgery here. I did it on purpose so that, it's. Oops. Come on. I gotta change these like weird brushes here. Thanks, Joe. Thanks, guys. I think I missed that. Caught that your though. Got it this time. All right. Cool. We'll get it this time. I'm trying to change the color here. Oh, digital is far superior for this. Mistakes. There are no mistakes. Just happy accidents. Just a couple more minutes of watch time for the channel. Right? That's better. It's almost cooler that it's like weird colors. I like that. It's like a club, like drunk in a club. Right. If you guys tell me I misspelled bootyful, well, you can fly the kite. All good. All right. Hey, that's good. That's an embarrassing night out. Awesome. Oh, look at all these emojis. Sweet. That's right. I was just showing you how to fix things. All right. Look at all these emojis. Though. That's cool. Let's make them fall. Oh, nope. Psych. No. All right. Hey guys, thanks for watching. See you back here tomorrow night on the same drawing time, same drawing channel, probably 8 p.m. I'll be here. What am I drawing tomorrow? What am I drawing tomorrow? I don't remember right now. Tomorrow it is Then Penelope Picked Up the Sphere by Hero Hotel, who's usually on the stream here. So that'll be fun. I don't know what that's going to be. That's more of like an imagination prompt. He doesn't have any characters in mind, he said. It's just kind of just an interesting thing. So let's see how that goes. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and I hope you're drawing every day and stay encouraged out there and all that jazz. Check out Draw or Die Club. Make sure you're on that list. Make sure you're on the weekly newsletter. There's a good one coming tomorrow. So, all right. See you soon, guys. Peace. Oh, I'm Daniel Batal now. I said peace.